Hallo, bonjour, and welcome, everybody. It is me, and I have a special guest today. Boom, fades in. It is not an inanimate little Poro. It is indeed the Poro with the Pandaric medallion. It is iCamper. How are you doing, my hungry friend?
Hello, I'm doing great. Hungry indeed. I didn't really have time today, or much time, since people kept me away from food. So yeah, I will be a little bit muted for a few seconds while I eat a piece of bread, and we'll be back in a minute, I guess, while I'll keep my eyes on the champion selection.
Okay, perfect. So, talking about champion select, it is BS eSports on the blue side today, and it is Pandaric on the red side. I mean, I'm saying today, but hey, my good friend Warlix already had the pleasure of bringing one best of series to you guys, and I saw, hopefully I'm mistaken, but I think it wasn't too successful, so for everybody just joining, we are in the Prime League playoffs, and we are talking League 3 or League 4 or Division 3-4 or Liga 3-4, whatever you want to call it. I think Liga is the official name, but that's German, so if you don't talk German, you're probably not really understanding what is going on. So yeah, the old name was Division, so I think we will just stick with that. And yeah, again, as far as I saw, the first best of series was not that successful, and as far as I know, the further you get in the tournament tree, the better your chances of advancing into the third division. So of course, Pandaric now, it is kind of do or die, my favorite sentence always. But yeah, we are looking at the first 6 picks in this draft, B1 to B3 and R1 to R3. And now iCamper, you need to stop chewing for a second, because I want your opinion on the first 6 champions.
Yes, I finished my piece of bread really quick, so I'm already done.
Perfect.
First 3 champions, to me, look interesting. Galio, I don't really think so far that the Galio fits. I hope to see on the blue side something that will enable that pick a little bit better still. On the other hand, we have great pick potential on the red-hand side for our team, for Pandaric. And I'm eager to see how they will finish this comp up, because it seems, they kinda want to go for hard engage, followed up by Rel.
Exactly. So, I think the vision I see here with the Galio, of course it is a big question mark for me as well, right? But I think it's supposed to be an answer into the Ahri on one hand, and then it can help with the Peel the Jinx composition, right? You can build him. It doesn't even matter how you build him. TLDR, you can just ult your Jinx when Vi ults onto your Jinx, when they want to engage, when they want to jump onto your backline. A problem to me is, though, Ahri is too mobile for that, right? Ahri can basically jump in, try to fish for something, and then do you react as Galio? Because she can just jump out again, because as we all know, she has multiple dashes on her ult. It's a different story for Vi and Rel, though. So again, I see the vision there. If it's really meant like this, or if they, I don't know, just pick Jungle Nocturne and then they build a, as you said, a combo like that, could also happen. But so far, it looks so defensive and so Jinx reliant on this blue side, man. What?
Yeah. And it becomes even more Jinx reliant now.
That's crazy. So TLDR, if Jinx gets ahead, we can FF, and if Jinx does not get ahead, we just win. Is that the story of this game so far? Okay, what is Lee Sin doing here now? No, okay, Wukong, at least. I was almost angry. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, what will we see on the red side now? I believe we saw the blue side hovering Malphite. I would like him on our team, to be honest.
No, we go for the set, obviously. And I'm gonna
But
tell
that
you
would,
why.
that would also be an option.
Set is great here because I guess Set is a poppy counter? Question mark though. I don't understand Set in general, honestly. What if we go for mathematically correct Set and just delete Jinx with a beautiful W?
Yeah, I mean, you also have the menace of Wukong coming into your team that you kind of want to negate, and as a set, you can kind of just take him and, to a different direction.
Yeah, when we talk about it, I never thought about it, but I kind of want a Patrick Star skin for Set, you know? And his ult is then basically just, you know, we take something and we put it somewhere else. That's all he does, basically. But yeah. I mean, he also has Poppy as a target. Potentially Galio, I guess. I mean, Set is decent into tanks, right? Because he deals more damage with his showstopper. The more HP he basically throws into other people, or like he moves into other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, I personally don't like Set too much, but I think it also depends a lot on the player. If you're comfortable with the champion, then you will make him look ridiculous, and if you are not comfortable, then you will probably not know all the ins and outs, all the mechanics, and yeah, then he will look okay-ish to me.
Yeah, but I think we have a great dive combo here on our hand. And while the enemies really just try to peel the Jinx, but do they have enough tools?
I mean, they have a Jinx ton of tools, I would like to say. But is it enough? Also, what if you just force them away? What if Set and Ahri just go for a split pushing build and force the 1-3-1? Jinx cannot be everywhere, so... And then we also...
Exactly.
We also have a lot of backup for that strategy with all the catch and the mobility that we have with Kai'Sa and her killer instinct, with Vi and Rel with, you know, some basic, oh, you've been caught and now you die buttons if you have some damage with you. And as I just said, Kai'Sa, Ahri, super mobile, super good follow-up champions. And Set, maybe you know more than me, but I think he should be able to go Blade and then just 1v1 the Poppy. So if they want to go for that angle with a 1-3-1, I think they can do that. I don't know if they want to go for teamfights, because to me that feels a bit coin flippy, but whatever they feel most comfortable with, right?
Yeah, I would say so as well. I think they will lean towards teamfights, although you've made a fair point, like, Set with a Blade of the Roaring King is dangerous. Very dangerous.
Yeah, for sure. And again, if... I can see them winning team fights, but I feel like if you play team fights, then you play the opponent's game. You know what I mean? And if you play split push, it also has some pro and contrast there, because yeah, Galio can be super mobile with his pseudo globe. What is it, like half the map? I think if he's in bot lane, he cannot ult top lane, but he can ult mid lane, right?
He needs to step a little bit towards the lane. Like, when he's on mid lane, he can't just ult bot lane. He needs to step into the river a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, so I think if you just move away from the objective to the other side of the map, the Galio cannot really just completely screw you, right? And if he does with his ult and he has teleport on cooldown, then you might as well go for the team fight, because then you are in a 3 versus 4 situation. So yeah, TLDR, I hope the loading screen doesn't take forever, and I hope we can jump into the game more or less soon. But my main takeaway is there are multiple lines we can take, and there is basically one line that Jinx plus friends can take, and I will not call them any other name, I think, through this entire game. And no, we can jump into the game, guys. The second best of 3 series brought to you this time by me, Alisram, and I Camper. Again, props to Warlix for streaming the first one. Props to Pandaric for having such a draining day, if you ask me. It's always hard to play on Fleek for multiple series, and it is so much on the line, right? We always have to bring this narrative a little bit, iCamper. You play through the entire split. What is it? 8 games, I think. 8 teams, so 7 games. You know, those best of 2 series, and then it's playoffs time. You qualify, and then it's all or nothing, right? And I think this is just how it is in life. It's something that I thought of myself lately. Like, sometimes if you have an off day, it will just cost you a ton, you know? If you have an important test and you have an off day, well, you know, you maybe have to wait a year. You maybe will not, you know, advance further in whatever, you know, you have a job interview, you have an off day. Well, kind of unlucky. And here in League, you know, it's playoffs, right? You need to perform today.
It is indeed your favorite sentence, do or die.
Yes.
But
can we talk
I can
about...
tell you this much.
Look
tell you this much. Last time around, not even 5 months ago, we were in a similar position where we went into the playoffs between Division 5 and 4. And that time, we also lost the very first best-of series. And after that, yeah, we find ourselves in Division 4. And we obviously hope to repeat history right here and now and to get into Division 3.
Jesus Christ, what is happening in bot lane? But this is exactly what we need. First blood for Red Strike. And this is... I mean, I just said it. This is what we need. It's basically the second best thing we can get. Jesus Christ, hold up a second. This is so close. The kill running away here. Don Namaste. Oh, we do not want to give him the double or any wards available. Okay, hold up. And the action doesn't stop because Sub Permaroam in the topside jungle has a visitor, and it's a monkey and a little Yordle with a hammer. And I don't think you're too happy about that. A flash in his face. He can get away, but Cold War still has flash up. I don't know if we can count him out just yet, and Soap was stuck under the turret. You cannot leave like 2 to 3 waves, because then you just lose too much gold. But iCamper, wrap it up for me.
What is there to wrap up? I think you said pretty much everything. Yeah, on the bot lane we wanted a little bit too much, I think. It was very close. This one auto attack missing.
Bro, the minions! The minions! They do so much damage! Oh no, Red Strike is getting slowed! Oh, are you kidding me? If we can get a few more auto attacks, but it will not happen. Sani forced to flash away, and it will not be enough. The feat of Warfare has been claimed. Oh my god, man.
It's now 3-0 Jinx.
Oh, I'm so mad. Not gonna lie, I'm so mad right now.
They overforced quite a bit, in my opinion.
A bit, you say? I mean, it's not like we auto lose or something, but we will have a tough time, right? We kind of flipped the coin, and yeah, the coin landed on the wrong side. Or, you know, it's not really a coin flip, right? But we tried to be mechanically superior, and well, we weren't. We were super close. Talking about mechanical superiority, Soap on the top lane. I can see the angle, right? Again, throwing somebody with the showstopper into the enemy Jinx will do a ton. Or just go for the split push. Again, we have multiple angles here, but yeah, bot lane is maybe not the angle anymore for now.
Yeah, Jinx on a BS sword already.
Best friends with Lulu.
And she has another best friend in her inventory.
That's why we call it best friend sword, right? What could BF stand for? I think we, as League players, we all just agreed that it stands for best friends, right? Or
yeah, obviously.
What else could it see? Boyfriend sword. Oh, for the e-girls and the e-daters on bot lane. Yeah, okay, that also makes sense now. You know, I wanna...
Meanwhile...
Yeah, no, I don't want to talk about the game anymore until we get some good kills, right? I don't want to look at bot lane.
Meanwhile, on the top lane, we just saw Soap a few seconds ago, dealing quite the amount of damage to Poppy. Poppy only on her tier as of right now. I think it... Will it matter that Jinx gets ahead? Yes, a little bit, but... We have so many tools getting onto the Jinx.
Or
I don't think it will be this bad.
So, I kind of want to see his cooldowns right now. Yup, he flashes forward and he pulls the little Yordle in. The Yordles are immortal, but they can pop like pinatas and give you some gold. Now, meanwhile, on the other side of the map, this is expected to happen, right? Do we take a team fight here? The answer is yes, we are jumping in. The Galio ult, the hero's entrance is coming in. Will it be enough though? The answer seems to be no. Don namaste. And it doesn't matter that Jinx was ahead. Look at it, we are winning this team fight, no problem. We got 3 kills and we will get the dragon as well. Now that's a nice collection of trophies.
Most importantly, shutdown from Jinx went to Senny himself, getting him back into the game. And yeah, he is now a little bit behind still in gold, but that certainly helped a lot.
Yeah, I pressed the X button and yeah, I kinda can compare bot lane. Yeah, Jinx is a bit ahead, but then you look at all the other lanes, by the way. Top lane, basically 3 kills ahead. How did Jungle get so far ahead? I don't even know. Like 2 camps and assists and a kill, and okay. And then Ahri is also looking super good. Like, considering the Galio was picked into the Ahri, this is not something you are happy with if you are BS eSports here.
Absolutely.
Perfect. That's all we needed here. Just absolutely. Okay, top lane. We can see a play happening there. We can see 3 blue HP bars. Can we get a kill? We can get a kill. Soap. This guy. No, wait, no, this can't work. I refuse to believe. What?
Oh
what?
My God.
Okay, this didn't happen.
This is a nightmare, by the way. You invested 3 people to go top lane. You lose 1 somehow against in a 3 versus 1 situation, and he even gets away and is back on time for his wave.
Ridiculous doesn't cut it anymore. I need to call it ridonkulous. Bot lane, there is also the counterplay basically, and Jinx has no shot to get away here. Savior cannot save the Jinx. I see what the nameplay is there. And yeah, the Jinx flash was burned as well. Okay, whatever, the early game it didn't matter.
Yeah, we now see them coming down pretty hard. The catch combo so far is working very, very great.
Bot lane? Something's happening. No. That was funny. I got literally called on my phone right now, by the way. And it was probably Senny. He wanted to call and say, hey, I want to keep this interesting, so watch this. So I was a bit confused for a second.
Yeah, or he wanted to say, look away for 5 seconds. That was a little bit greedy again.
It was indeed. Yeah, he's feeling a bit too comfortable, but honestly, I think it doesn't matter. His team is just doing too good right now. And you know, Senny, you can shine in the second game or in the mid to late game. But yeah, right now, I'm looking at the items, I'm looking at the inventories, and I would wish to see a full item in some inventories, but I cannot see a single full item yet, so we should be there sooner than the opposition though. And that is the main takeaway basically.
Jinx currently has the biggest gold lead in the game. She sits on over 4,000 gold already in total. Currently 500 in her inventory. Senny, meanwhile, is currently at a total of 3,600, so he's quite a bit behind. 800 gold.
Wait. Chat says bench Senny. Bro, he's scaling through the best entire series. Don't judge him. Yeah, he does it for the entertainment or something. Teleport in bot lane coming in from RE. Galio can also come in with Hero's Entrance, though it is a 4 versus 4 right now, but our HP bars are looking a little bit worse unless we can get the kill on the Jinx. And now, that is the thing. They don't really have anything left right now. Beautiful charm, by the way. Savior will flash, but will not be able to get out of this one. The clone will be important, but we just get kill after kill. The Demacian Guardian will fall, and so will the Monkey King from the jungle. We got 4 kills out of that one, and the only thing that we gave away was the jungler, and honestly, that is perfect.
Yeah. That was indeed perfect. Ooh, Poppy trying there something to insect the set, but that fires back!
Yeah, he's
Top
like...
or showstopper.
I don't know, man. He's looking at Senny's resolve and he's like, man, I have to carry somewhere as well. I mean, you can't blame him, right? If you are behind like that, you kind of need to go for something, and you're probably getting impatient after being 0-3-0 in the top lane. And yeah, I can't blame him, but it didn't work out, and that is really good for us because I talked about the inventories, right? And now suddenly I'm really happy with our inventories because look, we are all on our first main item, Power Spike, and that means this dragon is easily contestable. Easily,
yeah, absolutely. We gave away 2 Void Grubs. Wait, is there still one left? Yeah, there's still one left.
Wait, is there?
Yeah, there was one left. One left alone.
Man, they want to see him suffer. Now, finally, it is done.
It is done, but you lose the second dragon for it. I mean, contesting the dragon in the first place wasn't really contestable, as we've talked about it. Item advantages currently on the side of Pandaric. That is quite hard to deal with.
You know what else is hard to deal with? Yeah, look at mid lane. Yep, exactly that. Goodbye, Mr. Chicken Man. I love his skin, but I don't love his scoreline because he is 0-3-1. What I do like for Don Namaste, as you can see, he gets some gold, but again, he's not as ahead as he probably wants to be, flashing over the traps there. Vi will point the finger onto her sister, and there is basically the entire cast of the Avengers is just flying onto the Jinx there. Savior will just die to the Ignite. Will burn down to ashes. And yeah, they got some plates, cool, but now it is time for us to take some plates and just get an even bigger gold lead. Like, honestly, I hate to be the one jinxing it, but we are winning every single lane right now, so we really need to throw this one to lose it.
Yeah, I feel so as well. We now also... oh no, not yet, but we... yeah, they got the feats of strength, which Jinx going 3-0 in the early game. But yeah, that 3-0 lead has now come down to 4-4.
Yeah, gold should be even, and yeah, it is. Basically, we are ahead everywhere. I mean, don't even look at top, mid, and jungle. Like, if you have kids watching at home, cover their eyes, because that's not legal to see. We see an important play here. They want to get something done here. Senny will get shot down after all. Was super close. But can we get something in return? We are using the ult on the clone. That is really interesting. I haven't seen something like that in a while. It will force the flash from Soap away. But yeah, that's just a little stumble. Not half as bad.
Yeah, Galio there predicted perfectly well that Sunny might try to flash out, and he predicted the flash pretty well. But yeah, at the end of the day, you get one kill, okay, but that isn't quite enough as of right now.
Well, I would be worried for Atomic if he didn't have his Spirit Rush available. Of course, a little bit annoying to lose all those HP values, but we have time to get a reset. No objective up on the map right now. Senny in mid lane again. And I'm watching him a little bit. He's a bit too overconfident as of right now, and it will show again. Because, yeah, his team was not there to back him up. And he will just die for nothing, basically, but nothing ventured, nothing gained. Because, again, no objective is up, so it's not really too bad. But at the same time, I would like Zenny to be a little bit more disciplined here.
It seems like he isn't really focused.
Yeah.
In the first 2 games that we have seen today, feels like he's a changed person in this round. But yeah, everyone can have those games where simply nothing really wants to work out for you.
Oh, look at the wave clear, man. What a sight to behold. Beautiful stuff here. Soup looking for a kill on bot lane. Can he get it though? Gets the slow from his inventory. Now meanwhile in mid lane we will see a fight raging on as well. And Don Namaste, if his team is not around, he has no chance of survival. It's not even close. Lulu has the exhaust on cooldown, but it was not enough with only Lulu there. At the same time, bot lane Soap did not get the kill, but he did get a big chunk of HP. And at the same time, with the kill in mid lane, we will find a lot of damage onto the turret. Same in bot lane. Soap is trying to go for the kill. The flash there is important from the Poppy. Soap will survive with a sliver of health, but the Monkey is also on the chase in bot lane. Will use the flash to just make sure that finally somebody can grab the shutdown from Soap. But man, Soap is a beast so far. And talking about the actual feats of strength, we did get it with the objective. Beautiful stuff.
Yeah, we did get it now, and oh yeah, those mobility, those swiftness boots. I still like him so much. These upgraded ones, you have so much movement speed, and on set that is really annoying to deal with.
Good stuff, good stuff.
Next
indeed.
dragon coming up soon. Soap has teleport ready, so yeah, he will just walk towards top side.
Okay, yeah, so, okay, hold up. Galio moving towards mid lane. Nobody matching Soap in top lane, but also we are just starting the dragon. That means we are super confident. Yeah, Soap just teleports onto the dragon, making sure to be annoying, to be disturbing in the backline, dealing so much damage, but now a good hammer there is found from the Poppy. That could be the saving grace. Flash forward from Beats. Atomic has to flash away. Superma roam in the backline looking for something. We are weaving, dashing and ducking in and out of this fight. Superma roam. Man, this Vi is looking hella strong with 2 finished items already. And now it's basically only cleaning up at this point. This is amazing. And this is basically what we work towards, right? This is basically that one team fight that just, yeah, no matter what happens, if we play it just a little... yeah,
and he goes into the helmet to save himself.
Perfect. I was worried, you know, to have jinxed it, but nope. Superma roam. He is a god amongst the Herald users and just dives into the turret and then goes out via Herald Taxi. Man, that's something I haven't seen in a while. Good play.
Yeah, even cancelled the tower shot that was already flying at him.
Yep. I thought he's dead for good. I thought the channel time will be too much, but it was not. Oh, look, he's honorable as well. Wait, where is he? There he is. Honorable recall. Let's go. That's what we'd like to see. We don't want any toxicity in our games. iCamper, good job on managing the boys.
Thank you, thank you.
They are honorable. It's all your work, of course.
Urel almost stole the blue buff.
Well, why only steal blue buff if you can just steal... Well, okay, I wanted to say steal their death timers, but... Again, we're probably focusing on not overextending right now and just playing it clean, because Mr. Atakan will greet the Rift in just a second. And he's like, oh, hello everybody. This is my river, you know. He's Shrek's older brother. And meanwhile, what will we be doing? Soap will have a good trade, that is for sure. And...
He has so much damage.
Yeah, Vi is just starting the objective there, even though the camera doesn't really want to show it, finally.
Poppy's Fimbulwinter is now almost stacked.
2 more. 1 more. We can do the wave all together in chat. Oh, come on, stack it. Stack it somewhere, come on. Come on, Poppy. Do something.
Just looking
No.
for a recall.
No! 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 I mean... yeah, whatever. She will get it before the next big fight, but yeah.
Yeah, the next big fight. That will be the dragon fight, I believe. Ocean
Yeah,
Soul
Soul.
coming up soon.
Soul time, baby. And
1 minute and 50 seconds.
yeah, would you agree with me that this soul will be the nail in the coffin? Because how do you lose any fights anymore if you get the soul?
It's, in my opinion, it's over after. Like, you have this lead. You kind of have the HP pool, the tankiness already on a few champions like on Vi, on Set, and Rel as well, so that will be very hard to deal with.
Yep. Well, talking about being hard to deal with, imagine you're this Yordle, you're all alone, you are on 5 deaths already, and then you see Pandaric investing 3 people into rushing you down. That feels bad, man, but there's no counterplay, so it's a good play by Pandaric.
Yeah.
And I think Spirit Rush should be up again, right? Yeah, exactly. Perfect cooldown management there. Seni with the Killer Instinct, trying to get away, so Permarome. Retaliation trading, jumping in there. Oh, this could be a problem. iCamper, Mayday, we are in danger. Maybe.
We gave a shutdown to the Jinx. Jinx still, her gold still good, but yeah, like yeah, she is now on 2 items. She will be 2.5 items now, roughly. Yeah, but again, if you not just dive her under the tower with Wukong sitting on her and Lulu being next to her, or if just anyone, everyone is there, I don't see. I just don't see where you have enough tools to deal with it. Dragon coming up now.
Dragon is live on the Rift. It is the 4th one, so it is the most important one. Soap is in there. Was thinking about flashing over the wall, but will just go down. Jinx going into her passive crazy state. And this dragon, will we just give it away? I think we will. Objective bounty has been claimed. It's not as bad though, right? We still have a few more chances. We are still super ahead, and instead we will just run through mid lane. Honestly, I think that is the best that we could have gotten out of the situation, given with Soap just dying, getting 2 turrets out of it. Sure, why not? Oh, hold up, Poppy. Oh no, Poppy, I'm feeling so bad for this little Yordle at this point. He will get away though. Beautiful charm onto the Wukong, by the way, I have to point that one out. And we are diving in there. Super Marome realizing though I have to be a little bit defensive. Will he jump in? He will jump in. We will try to dive this one. Double kill from Seni. Will stay alive for so long and will get the kill onto the Jinx. Will die, but it doesn't matter after all because the job is well done. Only Lulu is trying to get away somehow. And now Showstopper will live up to its name. Soap putting the final nail in the coffin, because this has to be the first game. Beautiful stuff by Pandaric.
Yeah, indeed, this has to be the first game. Well, tanking tower a little bit.
No, this is over.
But yeah, second tower is falling, Nexus under attack, and there is just nothing you can do. Your timers are too long, and you just fell too far behind in the early game. Although you had a big lead on the Jinx, that has to be said.
Okay, who paid for this finisher animation?
I mean, wasn't it just Mythic Essences?
Well, I don't know, but man, thanks for funding League of Legends for me, by the way, whoever paid for that. Yeah, beautiful first game with an even more colorful finisher. Ah, good stuff. Is there anything you want to add, iCamper, or do we just head into a small break and jump into the second game? Is there anything you're worried about for the second game?
as of right now, I can't really think about much unless we kinda do the same on bot lane again. In the early game, because that looked dangerous. Jinx being on 3-0 that early into the game, that can be dangerous. Very dangerous.
Well, it doesn't matter when everybody just wins their own lane.
Exactly,
right?
exactly. Exactly. As at the end of the day, everyone can fumble once every now and then, and yeah.
Definitely. So guys, heading into a small break, and then we will be back with the second game and the potentially last game of today. Let's see if we can get a third one, and BS Esports, maybe they can bring it back. But hey, I'm also super happy if Pandaric just win the next one. We will see whatever happens after the break. Be right back. Yo, what's up everybody? We're back and we are already drafting like the pros, and like our life depends on it, but hey, right now BS eSports life depends on it. And you know what they thought? They thought, hey, this Vi looked pretty good. What if we just take it ourselves? Yummy.
Yeah, Vi certainly looked very strong last round, and I would have done the same thing, I believe. Yeah, but we took the Ahri ourselves, so the really high pick potential is out. Vi, Ahri, very strong combo. But yeah, Vi on its own, yeah, strong pick options, and maybe we see an interesting pairing with her.
I'm gonna be honest here, and I say this as Vi is basically my third favorite champion, you know. I'm a Sejuani lover, I'm a Viego lover, something of Viego, and Vi is like my third favorite champion, but currently I feel like she's okay, you know, she's good. Yeah, good is probably, but honestly, if you can have Skarner or what is it called, Wukong instead, I feel like she's a bit of a downgrade. Did Wukong get nerfed through the patches now? I'm not sure, but the last few patches, Wukong was a menace.
Yeah, he got nerfed once, but he's still this strong. It was like 2 or 3 patches ago that he got nerfed a little bit, but yeah, still his presence is very high, and he's very annoying to deal with.
Well, but good thing, Vi cannot go invisible. So again, I feel like Vi is kind of an obvious buy, right? You have your shopping wagon, and when you put Vi in the draft and then into your wagon, you know what you get. She has a solid bruiser gameplay, and you cannot, you know, you cannot really do anything about it once she presses R, and then once the ult is done, then you can burst her down or kick her away, or, you know, CC her or whatever. It's a straightforward game plan, right? And then once you have more variables, like the Rel jumping in as well, yeah, it gets a bit more interesting. Then also Tristana jumping in and maybe back out before you can catch her. I can see the vision, but at the same time, I love the Braum in this composition. I really like the Varus first pick. Like, overall, I just like what I'm seeing. And by the way, to end my thoughts real quick, I also like the bans here. Galio ban, Jinx ban, Poppy ban, and of course the Mr. Muscle Man top lane via stun ban. You know, that is also something. On Vessel ban, I really love the bans here. I think they make a lot of sense.
Yeah, I don't think so as well. Anivia being hovered right now. Locked in, actually. I would have kinda expected to see Orianna here in this combo so far, because that would have rounded the Vi very well together with the Rel. But yeah, Anivia, don't think she's a bad option here, but yeah, I think there were better options.
Oh my god, they are listening to me. Yes, they are listening to me. It worked. We give them the Y and then we just take the Wukong ourselves. Yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm totally wrong, but I do think Wukong is just in a bit of a better spot than Vi, and I think he does almost everything that Vi does.
Yeah.
And he has that little X
factor. I would say so as well.
Yeah. I think if you could not reactivate his Cyclone a second time, then it would be an entire different story, for example. You know, if you take a little bit of the utility he has away, or some of the damage, or some of the armor shred, you know, or... But yeah, to me, but again, but that's, you know what I just said, you know, damage, utility, armor shred, yeah. Is it Vi Wukong? Well, it's both. Again, they are pretty much doing more or less the same thing, but I just feel Wukong is a little bit more annoying to handle. Now, talking about champions that are annoying to handle, we have the Renekton versus probably Gnar matchup in top lane. Yup, it is getting locked in. But then, man, iCamper, we just have to talk about Anivia there. Why Anivia? Well, what's going on there?
I don't really know. I think Anivia... I mean, I can see why you might want to pick her, but it just doesn't make sense to me, really. Because whenever you go in as a Vi, okay, yeah, I can place my ultimate below it. I can zone them maybe out with the wall and stuff. But why not just pick Orianna instead and go for the one-shots and maybe immediately pull Tristana W resets. So, yeah, I think the Anivia is kinda questionable. Although you, in the late game, if it's coordinated well, you have the Gnar, you have the Mega Gnar, and you place the Anivia wall, and the Gnar ult goes into this Anivia wall. That could lead into an interesting fight. But yeah, that's very hard to coordinate. And yeah, I think Orianna would have just been the better fit here in this game.
By the way, I love how you think about synergies in the team, while I myself, I'm not really looking too much at your own champions. Here I'm looking at at the Varus maybe, because, okay, I'm looking at Anivia and I'm thinking, okay, what is Anivia famous for? What is she really good at? Well, against immobile mid lane mages, placing the wall, hitting the ult, and then throwing the icicle, it's a lot of burst against immobile champions. Well, Ahri can dash away, right? Sure, it has cooldown after that, but I think that's okay-ish. But then I looked at everybody else and I was thinking, okay, maybe it is meant as an answer into the Varus, because he's one of the ADCs without any actual mobility, right? So if he gets caught by the wall and in the storm, then he should be pretty dead. So maybe that was the thought, but yeah, again, I have to agree with you here. I hope we get proven wrong, by the way. I love when I see champions that I don't see as often, so I hope Anivia has a good run for her money, that would be super interesting. Yeah. But at the same time, yeah, I don't really see it, I guess. Nah.
Yeah, there are just better options. Even a Way, for example, would have been way, way, way better in my opinion.
I see what you did there.
What?
Even Way would have been way, way better.
Okay, I didn't even think about that.
He didn't think, oh my god. Oh my god, he's cracking jokes without realizing it. Oh my lord. You know what they say? We don't have a Kaizo anymore, and the cast is not on German. But I need to make an alt account called Kai, and then Kai writes in chat, I didn't see that coming, and then I can say Kai sah das nicht kommen, and then everybody's like, whoa, oh my god, that's so stupid. How can? Okay, I'm gonna leave now. I'm out, guys. I'm sorry. Bye.
Yeah, but overall, yeah, what kind of combos do we see here? Like, I think the red side wants to be kind of everything, whilst we are just have more like a clear vision in our team.
Yeah, I have to completely agree. Also, again, okay, what is your opinion on the Gnar-Renekton matchup? Because we blind picked the Crocodile, and there are multiple angles here. You could pick something like an Ornn. I would have liked that, because then you could destroy the Anivia wall. That would be absolute 5-head, by the way. But we didn't want to go for a tank option. We wanted to go for a bit more aggressive option. Like something like K'Sante or the Renekton. And then the Gnar was picked into the Renekton. Do you think that's a win option on top?
All I can tell you is Soap hates to play against Gnar.
Well, we all do, don't you worry.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we will see, I guess.
We will see indeed. Oh. You know what else you can't see? I will toggle the vision. Oh no. Okay, run, little Yordle. Run. He jumps. And because we put the trigger a little bit too early on the Braum shield. Well, to be fair, we probably didn't want to... Oh my god. Okay, yeah, we didn't want to go for a kill. We just wanted to get the deep vision and clear so many wards as well there. So I like it. And I mean, I'm a bit worried about top lane, and now Gnar already has to start with a skill that he doesn't want to start with. So that's great as well.
Yeah.
Good start, honestly. Good start.
You are a few seconds behind, I believe.
Oh yeah, I am, don't worry. I fixed it. Oh yeah, I don't even need to screen share anymore in that case. True. Good stuff.
I mean, I got into the first game as well, like as soon as it went live, but I just didn't want to talk about it during the game.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm so proud of my PC, by the way. Almost as proud as I am of Pandaric's achievements throughout the season. Because, man, that PC is a warrior at this point. It's a little shoebox made like 9 years ago, and it, you know, can still run like the newest Monster Hunter game. It's like crazy.
That's nice.
At the same time, you know, talking about crazy things. Where will the first kill happen? I can't tell me.
Hard to say.
Yeah, that's
Very
why I'm
hard
asking.
to say. I mean, we had top lane enemy disadvantage. He's now level 2. The disadvantage is gone now. Most likely bot lane, due to the nature of Rel wanting to go in, Tristana wanting to go in, and Braum wanting to play backwards, and Varus kind of being like, I don't know, in this combo.
Hold up. Wait, who's struggling here in top lane? So, struggling a little bit, I think. Now, meanwhile, on bot lane, oh no, Red Strike could be in trouble here, and, well, iCamper, is this good or bad now that you were 100% correct?
Obviously bad.
But is it a repeating story though? Because again, in the last game we were worried about bot lane, and well, now I'm also worried about bot lane, but then it didn't matter in the last game. Xavier will use the flash there, forcing Zenny's flash out of this one. Red Strike is in bot lane as well, and now both junglers are here in the bot lane too, so this could become a sticky situation in just a few
Zenny
moments.
without flash, that's very important.
But the monkey is here. The monkey could be the deciding difference here. Who are we focusing though? Don Namaste jumping out of there. Yeah, support will not get out of this one. Code War still has the flash, will use it, will try to get away, but it will not matter! Double kill in bot lane for Pandaric. And you know what? Look at it! Again, it doesn't matter for some weird reason. Is the jump up? There's no jump! And Don Namaste is staying there. Oh man.
Oh, we paused. It seems like Soap has some troubles.
Well, I'm looking at his CS and I don't know what you're talking about. Get it?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But like how? He got bullied so hard and now suddenly he's ahead? A wave? Or something? How? I don't know how he does it, but he does do it, doesn't he?
Yeah. Somehow.
So he's living on knife's edge right now. A little bit of spectator delay because, man, you know, it's not exciting enough already in top lane.
Yeah, we have to witness the scene before we get to see the conclusion.
Come on! Okay, dude. You know what it means when the camera...
away.
Yeah, if the camera shifts away, it means there's nothing to see, nothing of interest happening. Honestly, the auto cam is really good, except for objectives. It just doesn't care if somebody starts a Nasher or something. It would rather look at the mid laner killing 2 minions or something.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, absolutely.
But okay, now obviously I didn't just talk about mid lane as an example. I did it because I wanted to build a metaphorical bridge. So we can talk about Anivia, because both mid laners will hit level 6. So far Anivia, you know, she stood her ground. It's not like she's falling behind or anything, but she also didn't really do anything so far, so...
Wukong will now notice his Gromp has been stolen. But they don't have vision on it, so, which is good.
Doesn't matter.
And Vi...
He has 4 swords. Look at it, guys.
Swords for the win, always.
Many swords, good. I mean,
He's quite a bit behind the farm, though.
Doesn't matter. He's ahead in gold and in swords.
Yeah, swords always the most important thing. Vi hasn't recalled yet. Needs to do so soon, which also means we kinda have the advantage on the dragon now. That might be an interesting.
Whoa, hold up.
now.
So he wants to do something there. He's calling Hold up, he's calling for a kill. He just gets it. What? Johannes? He just died to the spin?
With flash up, by the way.
Yeah, both had flash up. Why did... Okay, I'm confused now. Man, it's not his day. It might not have been Senny's day in the first game, but I'm super sorry, you know, I don't want to offend anyone, but man, Johannes has a rough day today. Because first game...
Absolutely.
Yeah, he had the Poppy into set matchup, and now he has the counter matchup, and he's still behind in form. He still died. It's not as bad because he has teleport, but if he dies again and he cannot teleport back to lane, and that's the thing, right? He's under so much pressure right now. Like, he knows, I cannot drop low, I cannot die, because if I do, well, I have some major problems. And honestly, if you're playing under that much pressure, you are bound to make mistakes.
Absolutely. And Vi still no recall done. Wukong on his second recall now. Yeah, Vi takes a long time for the grabs, as you can see. She has no items.
Well, I can't
but
see
now...
because my camera won't move there.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I just manually moved there for a second.
Okay, one grubby done, two grubby done. And will we contest the third one? Honestly... That is something that I have to give props to the Anivia pick there now. Face checking into Anivia is always really scary. Again, because of the wall, the stun, everything.
Yeah. Also, yeah, this way you can catch up a little bit into in terms of CS. And as Wukong, you definitely want that. You're still level 5, Vi already level 6. Wukong just now reached level 6.
But, my friends, he will be the first one to finish his jungle item if there are no weird gold changes in the jungle dynamic we have right now. So, you know, honestly, I think first full item against a little bit behind in XP, I think that's something that we gladly take. And, you know, not only in a vacuum, but he is ahead because he ganked the lane and he had impact. All impact Cold War had in this game with other champions so far, well, was dying. So, you know, there's that.
Yeah.
Beautiful CC.
So
oh, beautiful!
Ooh.
That is huge. I think the early cooldown on the Gnar is still... Yes, 90 seconds, so... Ooh,
yeah.
Good stuff.
It is pretty high.
I know in the late game, it will basically always be up when he goes for another Gnar, you know, another rage moment. But right now, oh no. Oh, this was so close. We almost got in reach to stun and then slice dice. And spin fries. Minions in bot lane. Looking important. Senny and Super Marom, they are both ready. And they kind of want to invade the Vi there. And Vi will not have a good time. All the bot lane jungle camps are up for Cold War. But he will have to fight to even get a single one of those. Meanwhile, talking about fighting... Top lane also fighting there, mid lane also having some trades, and in bot lane we see a 3 vs 3 skirmish action all around the map. Red Strike might explode, but I think he should be fine, more or less. Cold War, oh, he will get the kill, even though we did try to get the flash flashing forward there. Beautiful CC there! We have to give the props to Savior, because man, what he just did was amazing. What a save.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant save. And now Vi is coming.
And he grabbing a kill there. He wanted it. He wants more. The teleport is coming inside. He will not die. The barrier keeping him alive for just long enough. So teleported into the bot lane and will make sure to grab a nice kill through that teleport. And that resource well spent, because I think now, yeah, Varus will just head into top lane. Just make sure to not die to the Angry Gnar, because he has ult up again. But if he doesn't die, then I feel like this is absolutely perfect. It is a score of 7-3. We are 2,000 gold ahead. And yeah, look, even item-wise, we are seeing the Blade of the Ruined King on Senny now. He is getting dangerous.
Yeah, Blade of the Ruined King on Varus, very important item, very strong item. Also gives him this little bit of sustain from the lifesteal. More important even, I think, is the slow on the third auto attack.
Yep.
I kinda miss the days where it wasn't active.
Yeah, we well, many players probably do, but I think it is balanced better this way. I also loved my...
Yeah,
what was it
is.
called? The Deathfire Torch or something on like Elise jungle to really one-shot people out of their existence. That was good stuff.
Deathfire Grasp, if I'm gonna remember correctly.
Ah, yes. Yes.
DFG. LeBlanc with DFG, Vega with DFG.
Savior in the
Well, what do
turret.
we see here? What do we see here?
Yeah, Atomic doesn't need DFG if Savior feels a bit too safe. Don Namaste, also no chance to get out of that one.
Yeah, Wukong, Cyclone perfectly interrupted the Tristana jump. Oh, so
Hold
getting
up.
thrown into the wall. Needs to be careful now.
He still has
Flashes
to ult
out,
up though,
ultimate
the
is out.
Dominus. Will it be enough to dominate the matchup? He tries to sustain through this. I'm worrying for him, flashing away from the boulder, dashing and slicing away from the Gnar and the stun. And he will get out of the sticky situation just fine, but no teleport up. So he will have to forfeit a little bit of resources there.
Yeah, we are getting, as it seems, the second round of grubs, whilst giving up the dragon.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Will this play favor? Wait, where did everybody go, man? I would feel so betrayed if I'm Savior here. That's just support life, right? You're like, guys, let's go in, and your team is like, yeah, nah, goodbye. Was nice knowing you.
Dope's Eclipse is finished. Yeah, I believe they just saw, grubs are down, and yeah, there needs to be jungler nearby, and yeah, that concludes basically their whole plan.
You are right, but at the same time, I need some drama, you know. I need to make this into a reality TV show. Big summoner is watching you in top lane, and Savior. I want him behind the scenes right now, you know. I want a one-on-one interview with him where he's like, "Oh my God, guys, I feel so betrayed by my team. It's my 4th death already." And look at this this beat guy in mid lane. He picked his Olivia, his pocket pick, and he still doesn't have a single kill participation in this game. What is he even doing? Oh my God! But he's scaling. He got the Rod of Ages, and Atomic is matching it. Any opinions on that?
Lot of Ages on Ari, is that a thing even? Like, I've never seen that, I think. Like, ever.
I'm seeing it now. That is worth something. Oh, bot lane. The CC chain from Norbert Soap. He is on face. And he just dashes in and he's like, boy, I have Eclipse. You have not a finished item. I am way stronger than you. And I will prove it to you. And he just did do that. The Crocodile Dundee. Too strong in the side lane. I love to see it because that means we are just winning all around the map, and that just means this game looks really good for us.
It definitely does, and this is also now upgraded boots. The feats of strength have now been collected by the first tower.
Okay, give me a second there. The engage in mid lane is huge, but we will see beautiful interrupt. Zenny staying alive for quite a while. He dealt a ton of damage. Can we get the cleanup from the damage he dealt? It is a 2-for-2 trade, and even though we did give away some shutdowns, at the same time, we will get a double kill, and we will get a top lane turret on Atomic, so iCamper, I think it's alright.
It is alright. Tristana got a little bit of gold on her hands now in this fight. She got the shutdown from Varus, a little bit back into the game. Still though, 1,100 gold behind Sunny. And yeah, Vi has collected the shutdown of Wukong. But yeah, you got the bot lane tower, you got the top lane tower. So in my opinion, this 2 vs 2 is even.
Yeah, for sure.
With map pressure obviously falling towards our side. With
Come on, throw Boulder.
That have been
I
falling.
want to see Boulder. Oh man. Oh man, I wanted to see one more Boulder from Johannes, but he did not give me the joy of looking at another Boulder, so all I will look at is maybe his next death, or who knows, maybe he will rise as a hero and hit a sick Gnar ult into Onivia wall. Sani, can you please not get caught out of position? Sani, no, don't do that. I am Man, I'm lost for words here. I don't know what to think, because suddenly the entire map kind of just explodes, because also Soap, yeah, he will not make it. No, shut down. Now maybe in mid lane we can get something in return, but no, Don't Namaste can just jump away. How does this happen to us, man? That's so sad.
Yeah, a little bit of overextended on the mid lane, and suddenly you throw your lead a little bit away.
I feel like it's not completely gone, but it's not necessary to do something like that, right? Now we lose some turrets here in the side lane. Now Nivea got the first kill, and I mean, we talked a lot about how some other champions would have been probably the better choice, but honestly, Anivia is a scaling champion, and I mean it. Like, I personally feel like Anivia scales better than Kassadin or some other, you know, hyper scalers for team fights. So I am a bit worried there, but hey, in the first game they also had some insane scalers with the Jinx, and we still won it. So I know we can do it.
You would give Anivia the upper hand above Kassadin level 16 or something?
Yeah, 100%. If you can control the choke points, and you can control where the enemy has to move, then her DPS is just completely absurd. Now Seni, oh my god, he deals so much damage! It will take forever for him to die. All flashes over the wall are being hit there. So Permarome is in the storm. And Beat will get some more kills. The Gnar is massive. And it is a triple for Beat. Can he make it into a quadra? Man, come on. Come on, Soap. Get one. Nope. Not a single one has been found.
He can't. They fought in the choke point where the strengths lie of Anivia and Gnar. And
yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
they kind of lost out on that. Yeah, but again, Seni was caught out immediately off the beginning on the beginning of the fight from the Vi ultimate, and yeah, Tristana gets her combo onto him as well. And yeah, after Seni is down, there is just a lot of damage missing on your team.
And you know, I will die on that hill actually. That Anivia is an Omega scaler, you know. Just because we're talking about it, I feel like Anivia is unlocked right now. She's on 2.5 items now. And if she can get a third one, even though I'm a bit confused, I would just expect her to go for a Robodons there, you know, just for the insane damage numbers. But it looks like she, Beat has some different plans here, you know, doesn't want to go the full damage route. But again, okay, let's just look at the next team fight, you know, and at the damage from a Beat, at the crowd control, at everything. And yeah, see, basically that's only Anivia even getting exhausted. Yeah, I just feel like she doesn't really have any cooldowns, you know what I mean? She doesn't have like a huge ult that is on cooldown suddenly. She will just deal constant damage, and if you allow her to do that, you know, if you play around that range of her, you will have a really bad time, man.
Yeah.
So let's not do that, you know. Let's just do something else, whatever that is. Good thing they are the players and not me, because I'm kind of clueless right now.
Yeah, they actually took their lead now into this game. They have come back completely. The game is evened again. And now Pandaric needs to focus up again.
You know, they can lose one game for the content, but at the same time, it would be so good to just win that one. Just win that one, you know, just win it and be done with it for today, right? Save up the energy for the future days. But yeah, easier said than done, of course. Now I like this approach here, you know, going through mid lane, because there's no choke point. And then Anivia suddenly,
absolutely,
yeah, doesn't shine as much anymore. But still, it's an important macro game right now. So Renekton is shoving out top lane. We will place the Herald in the mid lane. The turret, let me look at its HP. Yeah, how much is that? Can't I click it anymore? I can. It's 910. Yeah, that should be more than enough. Oh, hold up. What is Seni doing here? He's waiting for something. No,
he accidentally clicked the Herald, I believe.
Oh no! Oh my god, that is a disaster. That is an absolute disaster, man. Could be worse, but yeah, certainly annoying. Certainly a bit tilting. If you're in a high-stress game like that, it won't motivate you.
Absolutely not.
But you know, we'll get some more chances. Okay, beautiful stuff there. Keeping Zenny around so Red Strike can jump out. It's so important to not get caught by the walls here from the Anivia. And find some other angles yourself. Good clone play. A lot of cooldowns will be eaten by the Warriors Trickster there. The wall is on cooldown as well. I actually want to check if... no, it is last maxed. Yeah, it is last maxed wall, so that is a full damage on Evia right now, except for the items.
Renekton now coming from behind.
Oh yeah, that is important. Good call there. The Dominos is there. We can go forward the wall. Will it delay enough? We are jumping in there full force. Our engage is strong and mighty. Super Marome will flash out because we realize we are kinda out of steam after this first engage. Now the re-engage is there. We will get a 1-for-1 trade in this one. The wall being strong once more. Red Strike in trouble, but the shutdown found on Atomic. Double kill on Don Namaste. This is such a close one. Don Namaste jumping in there, finding the kill. He wants to jump away. Atomic, no more Spirit Rush charges. And now BS beat. Can he make the impossible happen? He will get shot down. And for some weird reason, I don't know what happened there, but somehow Pandaric brought it back and they will be rewarded. They can take the mid lane turret and then probably just go back to base and prepare for the upcoming objectives.
Yeah, that was a back and forth fight. Back and forth, back and forth. Zenny survived this time around quite long. Took the Rel out barely with an auto attack, pacing her down. And the teleport behind the enemy lines, or no, it was just moving, right? Or did it teleport? I didn't quite notice that one. But yeah, coming from behind there was certainly the right decision. Although you used Braum, Flash and Ult as an engage as well.
Yeah, but I think that's what you needed to do now. The Hextech Gate making the map a little bit more fast-paced. Because yeah, all the objectives are in bot lane. Except for Joannis and for Atomic. They are in top lane because they both have teleport up. 7,000, 6,000, but Cold War
comes through first.
Okay, hold up. They are engaging here. The objective will be ignored for the team fight. The clone is huge. Cyclone! Cold War will die, so that means we can finish the objective if we feel like it. It just means we can finish everything. This was not coordinated well enough here by the BS gang, and it shows. This is basically so much for us, and finally we are in the driver's seat again. We got some kills, we get to shove out the waves, and more importantly, we get 2 objectives there with the Dragon and with the Attackon. Okay, I can finally breathe again.
And also we will have tempo for Nash. Enemies now on respawn. Although no, tempo not necessarily, as we take our time to take the tier 2 tower on bot lane. But yeah, that's also quite, again, gold lead that you gain. Also the mid lane tier 2 is falling, map pressure is high now. And we are now looking for resets. And yeah, the next fight we will see will revolve around Baron. And
Fox.
That could also lead into the final minutes of the game.
Fox gone, okay. Fox. I see Fox. I'm happy. His iCamper's probably like, what is he talking about? But yeah.
I didn't even know that exists. Yeah, I'm just looking onto your stream right now on the second my second stream, and yeah, I saw it.
You know, sometimes I see something that I want to appreciate, and I just have to point it out. Now, Savior will probably not appreciate getting caught here, and you cannot let that happen. Savior. Oh man, he's on his 9th death, and yeah, he found some great engages in the mid game, but now he will get caught, and this could be a huge problem, because we only invested Oriole for that one, right? And that is an entire player gone, an entire set of crowd control that you really want. Oh yeah, we're jumping in there. Ignore has to flash away, and all we use is the Warriors Trickster. Now my eyes are on B tier. If he can somehow dish out a ton of DPS, but he's kinda not there yet, honestly. I feel like he doesn't have enough damage. And that means we will get the Nasher, and we will have all the objectives taken, basically, in the last few minutes.
Yeah, and that's now a huge chunk of gold and a huge chunk of stats as well that you gain with the Baron buff. And yeah, what are we looking at right now? We have Arya on 1,400 gold. The rest have been resetting already. Senny is on 600, 700 gold. Yeah, looking for Jakshaw as it seems. Oh, beautiful snipe here by Senny.
Oh
He's caught the Anivia, and that is a dead Anivia.
Well, it was Anivia, and then it was Agnivia, and then it was dead Nivea, and now it is no Nivea. Yeah, you can give me the award for that one later, whoever's watching. But for now, we want to see if we can just finish the game off of that one. Because yeah, that is of course the main wave clear gone, and we have Nash, so that is a win con if I have ever seen one.
Absolutely. I mean, at the very least, you got the Nexus Tower now. The Nexus Tower. The Inhibitor Towers, which means you will get constant push. You will now naturally be able to get to the side lanes, get the next turrets.
Good stuff.
Hitting there. Ooh.
Okay, hold up, this is the final fight, but I see red HP bars melting. Red Strike could be in danger, but no, the turret will be taken now. Beat is back, but I don't know if he has the damage. His Storm is massive. Beat has such a good fight here, but he does not have enough damage. He gets a kill together with Don Namaste, but only one kill is not enough, of course. And this is a clean 2-0 victory for our players here. Pandaric, they will advance into the next round after a, if you ask me, more or less clean to perfect game 1 and 2. Some major flaws, but also a lot of good things.
Yes, absolutely. I can only agree. Both games had a few flaws, but yeah, the upsides were just bigger than the flaws, and as long as you have those things for you, it results in the victory screen that you want to see.
Exactly. Mr. iCamper, hit me up real quick if we will get an interview, by the way. If some of the players want to have a little talk, or if they are already in full preparation. You want to ask them that for me?
Probably someone is listening to the cast now that the game is over, so maybe they can just tell it in chat here if someone wants to come around.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe. Let's see.
Well, if not, that's also fine, honestly. Not everybody at the same time, guys. Not everybody at the same time. Nah, but of course. I mean, I can also interview you real quick, because when are the next games? Do we already know that, or does that depend on our opponents as well?
I mean, it's kinda. I mean, not anymore. I think. Wait a second. Let me have a look real quick. Should it be yes? Tomorrow. Wait a second. No, we have no free win. I just looked.
Tomorrow at 2.
Okay. Tomorrow, 2 p.m. and yeah, if we win that game, 6 p.m. as well. Our enemies have yet to be decided. And yeah.
I see.
Which game or which teams will it be though? We could run into our first round enemies in theory.
I think there are
really good teams.
A lot of options, right?
Yeah, there are a few.
But yeah,
I mean, 2 teams are out already out of that calculation. The others are still running. We're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 other matches still being played, and yeah, one of those teams will face us tomorrow at 2 p.m. And yeah, hopefully it will work out again. And if it does, we will tomorrow evening have at 6 p.m. the next round of best threes. And if we also win that one next weekend, the 12th, Saturday, 2 p.m., best of 5. In the
Exactly.
the finals are best of fives, and I would be very excited to see that.
Oh, definitely. But yeah, that also means it was all the action for today. So I thank every single one of you that has been watching or tuning in, or you know, maybe is watching the VOD, yada yada, you know how it goes. Always awesome to see some good esports on those playoff weekends. And thank you so much for the Prime, by the way. just saw that as well. Good stuff, good stuff. But yeah, that means we will see us for the future games. Hopefully there are a lot of future games, you know. We are in the loser bracket, if you want to call it that, and we will have to climb back up. And why not have a good climb and accompany the journey. Until then, have a good weekend and see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.